The suspect in a deadly attack at Berlin's Christopher Street Day Pride event is dead, police said on Sunday following an hours-long manhunt.
Der Tatverdächtige des Anschlags gestern im großen Tiergarten ist hier von Spezialeinsatzkräften in einer Laubenkolonie in Berlin-Spandau lokalisiert worden und ist im Rahmen des Zugriffs auf unsere Einsatzkräfte mit einer Stichwaffe zugegangen, ist von unserem Spezialeinsatzkommando mit einer Schusswaffe gestoppt worden und ist in der Folge verstorben.
One woman was killed and 29 were injured after the suspect, identified as Abdul B., rammed into a crowd in Berlin's Tiergarten Park. While the attack took place outside of the official CSD route, a large number of people were still gathered just a few hundred meters away as the event was ending when the attack occurred on Saturday night. The attacker not only used the van as a weapon, but is said to have gone after people with a machete afterwards. German authorities declared the attack was Islamist in nature, and Chancellor Friedrich Merz called it an attack on society and freedom.
Russian strikes across Ukraine have killed at least 8 people and injured dozens more over the last 24 hours. On Sunday, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky said 1 person was killed and 9 were wounded in a drone attack on Kharkiv, and another person was killed in Zaporizhia. According to Zelensky, all necessary emergency services have been deployed at the site, adding that residential buildings had been hit. Local media in Ukraine also reported Russian forces attacked the city of Dnipro on Sunday morning, setting the only store in the city on fire. The latest Russian attacks come as Ukraine's successful drone attacks have stalled Moscow's army advances in an expanded campaign by Kyiv that has seen it hit high-profile targets inside Russia, causing fuel shortages and piling pressure on Vladimir Putin. On Saturday, Ukrainian attacks on holiday camps in the partly Russian-occupied Zaporizhia region killed 12 people, according to Moscow-installed officials.
A flash flood caused by heavy rain struck a tourist site in northwestern China on Sunday, killing 10 people and injuring 23, according to reports on state-run broadcasters. A mountain torrent triggered by short-term heavy rainfall trapped some campers at the location in Gansu province, state broadcaster CCTV said. An earlier report by CCTV identified the location of the flash flood as the Shuangximen Scenic Area in the rugged, mountainous stretches of southern Gansu, roughly 1,200 kilometers southwest of the capital, Beijing. Shuangximen is known for its natural stone arches, alpine meadows and mountain streams. It is a popular summer camping spot. The injured have been sent to the hospital for treatment and another 174 people have been rescued, CCTV said, citing local officials.
Two people were killed and 5 others injured in a shooting incident at a popular food festival near the Space Needle in Seattle on Sunday. The gunfire erupted at around 6 p.m. during the Bite of Seattle festival. The event features hundreds of food and retail vendors as well as performers and draws about 350,000 attendees over 3 days.
I'm one of the vendors inside, and we suddenly heard some firecrackers, what I thought were firecrackers, and people started yelling, shooter, shooter, and there was like a stampede of people just running.
I was about to grab me a boba from the boba stand. I heard about, I'd say, close to 12. Sounded a little bit like firecrackers at first. It kept, took like, I'd say, a half a second pause, and I heard a lot more. I realized it was semi-automatic, probably it sounded like a switch.
2 people died on the scene while 5 patients were taken to a hospital nearby. The 4 victims admitted included a toddler, a 23-year-old man, and 3 adult women. 1 patient was in critical condition. Local authorities said police had taken 1 person into custody but did not provide further details.
Right now I'm gonna make some small highlights like this is shining, so everything will be more realistic and more round. The sun is gonna bounce, so this sharp line here gonna be even more sharp, and the eyelids I'm gonna work a little bit on.
They give you a wall or a canvas where you can express yourself, you can do your art, and give your culture to others and take culture from others.
Greece's Mount Olympus and France's D-Day beaches were among several sites added to the World Heritage list on Sunday. The World Heritage inscription of Mount Olympus, the mythical home of the 12 Olympian gods, rewarded a 12-year effort by Greece to secure recognition for its tallest mountain as a mixed cultural and natural heritage site. Rising almost 3,000 meters from a base near sea level, the mountain was believed to be the throne of Zeus, king of the gods, while also harboring rich biodiversity. The French designation covers the 5 Normandy landing beaches, Omaha, Utah, Sword, Gold, and Juno, where more than 150,000 Allied troops came ashore on June 6, 1944, to liberate Western Europe from Nazi occupation during World War II. The sites contain extensive remnants from German fortifications and bomb-scarred landscapes to Allied harbor structures and sunken vessels. Also inscribed were Italy's historic theaters of the Marche region, the ancient Japanese capitals of Asuka and Fujiwara, and South Sudan's Boma Badingilo migratory landscape, among others.
Gaudí is relevant, and I think Miró is relevant. Their curiosity, willingness to experiment, their radical visionary mentality is still becoming such an inspiration for contemporary artists. We were starting to plan the first year of exhibitions here on the second floor. So we went to Fundación Miró and we had a conversation with them, and we were just trying, what could we do together? What is the impact of Casa Batlló into Miró's work? And they said, well, we have done an exhibition exactly about this. And it was very much about the photographs of Gomis, documenting the work of Miró, and then in dialogue with the architecture of Gaudí. You could see a direct connection between Gaudí's work and this building in particular into the work of Miró. It's understanding as Miró moved away from painting and he started looking at more 3D, more elements, it was to Gaudí's work that he started to look at, and starting to look at his shapes and inspired by nature to create sculptures, bronzes. He also did a series of etchings. But the thing that was most exciting is that I didn't know much about Joaquin Gomis. And then I started looking at the photographs and the importance of the work that he did of documenting Casa Batlló and also Gaudí's work across Barcelona. We commissioned Tomorrow's Bureau not only to create the digital pieces, but also the set design and the audio soundscapes that is present throughout the whole exhibition, to really create an environment where we can appreciate and we can explore this connection in a different way. So we have originals, so we have the etchings from Miró, we have the bronzes, but then they're in dialogue with high-res scans done from the original pieces of Fundación Miró and then deconstructed. and is looking at these objects very much like an archaeologist would, and using the latest techniques that we have these days with technology of just being able to see these objects in a different way. The same thing happens with the photographs, is taking those photographs in this archive that took place mainly in the 40s, and then creating this living database using artificial intelligence to create another digital piece that takes that knowledge and takes it one step further with the techniques that we have in 2026.